for my restoration project. Not really a restoration, just kind of fixing it up project, I guess. But this is hopefully I'll have a running, driving four-wheeler by the end of this video. I've already gotten started off camera, but just doing the boring stuff. But got a few more things to put on and sort out, so we'll get started with that. So I'm going to throw this carburetor back on. I went through it. I bought a rebuild kit for it and changed some stuff around. Mainly I just wanted the needle that goes down in there because the other one was bent. But the carburetor looked clean inside, but I did throw a new jet in there. I changed out, I think this is some sort of adjustment screw right here with the seal, new fuel bowl gasket. So that should be ready to go. I checked the reed valves. I did buy some new ones, but those old ones look fine. And I imagine I got some cheap ones, so I figured I'd just leave the old ones in there. Those might be better than what I bought. So get this carburetor put on there, and then honestly I need to go pick up some wire connectors, but I could just twist some wires together, see if it's gonna kick over and fire up. There's the reed valve and the carburetor adapter. I already put that in with the new gasket. And then this carburetor just slips in there like that. That should be good to go. I thought I was missing this clutch bracket here, but I found it, but it has all been mangled. So I managed to kind of bend it back straight to some degree and get that cable in there, and I put a zip tie to hold it on, and it looks like it's working. So I'll have to take the side cover off again because I got to change that part of that clutch basket and get it set, and hopefully the clutch will work. But I'm gonna go ahead and strip these wires back and just twist them together for the time. I'm not gonna ride it like that, but just for right now to see if it's gonna fire up. So I'll put the top back on the carburetor. Got my new needle in there, nice and straight, and then I'll twist those wires together. Alright, I'm gonna put the manifold back on the bike along with the muffler, and fill up that transmission with some transmission fluid and see if it'll fire up. I have one of those muffler coupler things. Looks like people have like a rubber coupler right here. So for temporary purpose, I'm just going to put this chopped up beer can on here. Okay, the transmission calls for 650 milliliters. At least that's what it says right here on the case. So I'm just going to go ahead. I've got exactly 650 liters in my oil thing here, so I'm just going to pour that in and call it good. this thing out for a ride, and I was fighting with the clutch for a while, but I finally got that working to some degree, and it rides pretty good. Or I guess the engine runs pretty good. The actual ride is pretty poor, but that's whatever. But none of the kill switches work. So there's some hacked up wires up here by the headlight that I'm not sure what's going on. But if you turn the key off, it stays running, and this little red switch over here, kill switch, won't shut it off either. Alright, so this is what I ended up with. I tried grounding the coil out with that switch, but that wasn't working out for me. I couldn't get to shut off. I looked some more at the original wiring, trying to figure out if I can make the original switch work, but again, I couldn't come up with anything. So here's the wires coming out of the flywheel area, and I just started pulling wires apart till I found one that made it shut off, which was this black wire with a red stripe. So instead of, I was going to use blade connectors to reconnect all these, instead of connecting this one right back to each other, I ran those wires up here to the switch, and now I can shut it off. So there's a switch, there's already a hole there, so fit right in, and wires just run underneath here and over here. So I'll just clean these all up and tuck them into the wiring harness. So I have to pull the slack out, let it rest over here with the rest of the wires, and get these tidied up and move on to putting the body parts back on. That's it for this episode. I turned overall a crappy four-wheeler into a crappy four-wheeler that runs. So I hope you enjoyed all these 4 episodes. Again, I don't know much about four-wheelers, so you know, if I did something wrong, I apologize, and I guess I'll see you next time. Thanks. Stay tuned for some shots of it outside where you can see it better.